Just like scaling a mountain, writing your first rock song can feel like a daunting climb. But with a little guidance, you can reach the summit and create something truly epic. In this video, I will show you how to write your first rock song so you can craft music that will stand the test of time. Rock is a broad genre. It spans everything from pop to heavy metal in style, and the boundaries of this are constantly debated and evolving. The first thing you need to decide is where on this spectrum you want your rock song to live. If you reach too far in a direction you're not comfortable with, you can fall. So think carefully about this. If in doubt, start with the influence of your favourite rock song, or think about what you have the ability to perform live. Deciding on the type of sound you're going after then dictates the way in which you will carve out your rock song. Rock is predominantly focused on the guitar. As such, it is often performed in guitar-friendly keys such as A, G and E major. And the first thing guitar players will reach for is a favourite riff or chord progression. This is a great starting place for your rock song. If you have a memorable riff or chord progression, then consider this for the chorus. The chorus is a good point to start sculpting your first rock song from, because it is often the simplest and most direct part of a tune. Think about the sound you are trying to reach with your song. This will lead you to the most appropriate chord voicings to use. For example, say you are using an A major chord. You could play it in a standard open voicing like this, or move it up the neck and play it as an arpeggio like this. Or crank up the distortion and play it as a power chord. Thinking like this can help you to craft interesting and memorable sounds. If you want some more help with chord progressions, then check out the video in the description. Now you have two paths to take. Both can lead to the rock song summit, but each one is slightly different. You can take a single song section, such as a chorus, and work on every element within it: chords, lyrics, and melody. This is a steeper and more dangerous path, but may ultimately be quicker. Then use this completed section to influence the other parts of your song. Or you can take the other path, which is initially easier. On this path you create all of the chords first, then work on the other elements of the entire song in turn. This path may appear easier to begin with, but rapidly gets steeper and has a more difficult finish. If you're unsure which path to choose, don't panic. With experience you'll come to prefer one of these paths. For now, we'll turn left and continue to work on the single section. Now you've got a strong foundation for your song, it's time to attempt the next summit. And this is a big problem for a lot of songwriters: lyrics. Just like a hiker carefully choosing their next step, you need to select words that fit the tone of your song. This goes back to where your song lives on the rock spectrum. Pairing the feel-good lyrics of a pop rock song might not sit well with a punk rock chord progression. The theme of your lyrics will also give you clues to the type of language that you use. The easiest thing to do is to find a theme that fits the mood of the music that you have sketched out so far. You can also reach for some common rock themes. Here's 5 to look at now. Number 1, love and relationships. This is a popular theme in rock songs. Songs about falling in love, heartbreak, and the complexities of relationships are common. Number 2, rebellion. Many rock songs celebrate rebellion and the rejection of authority. These songs may be about standing up for oneself, breaking free from societal norms, or fighting against injustice. Number 3, politics and social issues. Some rock songs tackle political and social issues such as poverty, war, and discrimination. These songs can be powerful statements that call for change. Number 4, angst and pain. Lots of rock songs deal with darker themes such as depression, anxiety, and addiction. These songs can be cathartic for both the artist and the listener. Number 5, fantasy and escapism. Some rock songs explore fantastical worlds or offer a means of escape from reality. When sculpting your lyrics, keep it simple. Songs have more repetition than you think, so try and write a single simple song section. Use the chords or riff you had earlier and play it with your lyrics. And if you want more lyric inspiration, check out the playlist in the description. Your song is starting to take shape, and now you need to work on the melody to further elevate the song towards the rock gods. Think of a simple melody that could go with the rest of your song. You may have begun thinking about this when writing the lyrics. Don't overdo this. Go with the notes you hear in your head. Sing or play them and record it. A tool like HookPad can also help you here. If you want to think about individual notes, then start with the notes in the chords of your song. Try and build interesting rhythmic ideas for your melody and repeat them throughout. Simple repeated melodies are found widely in rock music. Also consider who is going to sing the song and what style they will perform it in. Are they able to hit high notes with a wide range, or is their vocal ability more limited? This is like climbing up the mountain. Some may be able to take great leaps or strides and still climb up without falling. Others will need to be more careful, taking gradual, small steps to reach the summit. Both ways can work, so choose what's most appropriate for you. And for more melody tips, check out the playlist in the description. Looking back, there are actually several routes you could have taken. Melody first instead of lyrics and chords, or even starting with an existing poem or set of lyrics. All roads lead to the summit of rock. You need to work to your strengths and your weaknesses, and you'll only discover these with practice. Just below the summit, it's time to set up base camp. Take a rest and think about the journey so far and the final push to come. You've got all the elements for your rock song, but to get to the pinnacle, you need to think about performance. How will dynamic changes shape the sound of your song? Will you have quiet and loud sections, or will you gradually build the volume as you go through? Taking some time and coming back to your song with fresh ears can be beneficial. On the last leg of your journey, it's all about further sculpting your sound. What effects will you use on the guitar? And will you reach for an instrumental break or iconic rock solo? This is where your unique rock sculpture comes to life. Be careful though, because at any moment, an avalanche can bring you right back down the mountain and you could end up snowblind. If you rush to the top and just want to play a solo without any foundations, then you are much more likely to fall. Building up carefully and thinking about how your listeners think of the song will help you to create long-lasting rock classics. You've learned how to climb the rock mountain, but this doesn't mean you'll sculpt a classic rock song. You can fix this by using the power of AI. Learn all about it in the video on screen.